I'm Kristina from Brooklyn Dreams and welcome to a new video. I started my vacation days I don't know, on Friday, 4 days ago. And I'm doing a bit of a vacation vlog, so you'll see what I'm doing while I'm at the seaside. I'm starting the vlog a bit late because I was reading Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty, and I finished it now. So I just wanted to pop here to say hello and to just show you what ambitious stack of books I brought with me to read over the course of 10 days, which I will not be definitely reading because one of them is gigantic. So first off, I actually have the third book in the Daevabad series, and that is Empire of Gold, and that is a chunker, but I've literally just started reading it on audio and following in the book, and I mean, I'm so into this world right now, and I think I'm gonna pick this up first. Then I have a Joe Hill book, and that is a short story collection, 20th Century Ghost. I picked this up because I have not read any Joe Hill this year, I think, so I would like to. Then I have a bit of a new release, and that is Mr. Impossible by Maggie Stiefwater, which is the second book in the Dreamers trilogy about Ronan. Yeah. Then I have Nine House by Lee Bardugo, which I think Maja corrected me is a new adult, dark, academia-ish fantasy thing. Then I have my one and only A New Dawn, the story about the tribe. Oh my god. I have a creation book, and that is a sci-fi book, a sci-fi mystery novel. I think it would be called The Well of Darkness by Ed Bottle. And finally, I have, this is hurting right now, Holopogs by Jessica Townsend, which is the third book in the Nevermore series. And yeah, I'm hoping to get some of them. You'll see my journey through these 10 days over this on this video, so we'll see how we go. And that's it for now, and I'll hopefully insert some clips of the seaside and of Snoopy being just Snoopy. Morning. I haven't been a pretty good vlogger. I just literally filmed like what we were doing, and just I'm on my vacation, and just like I'm constantly sleeping and like just reading books, and I'm just forgetting to film like my actual thoughts. So first thing I want to show is what happened to my book that I got for my birthday, and that is this. It's gonna broke, so yeah, luckily it's just 3 pages, so I think I might be able to, you know, like glue it up again. But yeah, that was really sad, but the good thing is I actually finished Empire of Gold. I actually finished this in 2 days, and I have been dreaming about it for 2 days also. So, because literally it just gripped me so much that I have been dreaming about the tribes, the Jin tribes and everything while I sleep, and it's so weird. Anyways, this means that I finished the Daevabad Trilogy, and I must say, like, I'm mad at myself for not finding any flaws, but I don't know. It was so brilliant. I absolutely loved it. So the Daevabad Trilogy is the story of Nari, who is an Egyptian-born girl at the start of the series, and she accidentally summons a jinn who takes her to this mythical jinn city called Daevabad, where she learns that she descends from this great line of healers. She is aware of her abilities and that she can heal people while still being in Egypt, but she kind of learns more about them in Daevabad. And it just the first book, The City of Brass, follows Nari as she is taken by the jinns she summons Dara to Daevabad, and it's mostly their journey. I actually have notes, just a second. So it's basically their journey from Cairo to Daevabad, and that's mostly what it focuses on. In the end, it's just kind of a bit of court intrigue, and we get to see just a bit of the world in Daevabad. So there is a love story being here, like that's happening, but it's very behind the scenes, and we just kind of at one point we are shown that, like, oh, okay, so they have some feelings for each other. But I love that the love story is not really in the center of any of the books. The feelings are discussed, there's like feelings change, but still it's an element to the story. But I believe that in all of the books, the major element is actually the world building and the mythological aspects, and just relationships between different jinn tribes. And I just love that. That's why Kingdom of Copper was initially my favorite book of the bunch, because we are transported 5 years later after City of Brass, and we get to see the intricacies of kind of life in Daevabad, the court, the different relationships between different tribes. We also are following Nari, we're following the Jinn Dara, and we're also following the Jinn Ali, Alizade, who is the son of the king of Daevabad and all of the Jinn. And I love that we get all three perspectives from actually different sides of the world, and different things are happening. So they're not, intertwined. They are intertwined, but not with each other, in the sense that the characters have to have some kind of, relationships or anything through the book. Each of them has their own storyline. Each of them has their own character development. We see Nari as she goes from being manipulated by a lot of people to holding her own, to building her own character. The fact that every character makes decisions very in tune with their character is also like one of the top points, because there's no like you just know that they would do this because that's who they are. And finally, like in Empire of Gold, there's no time jump. We are continuing on from Kingdom of Copper, and it's a huge book, but it's such a brilliant conclusion to the story. I don't even know what to say. It's such a brilliant conclusion. I bawled my eyes out at one point. It was so emotional. It reminded me of a book that I really liked, that I also cried while reading, and I can tell you because it's going to be a major spoiler for the book, but trust me when I say that just everything, I would say, wraps up so nicely, but it's not in the sense that everything is happy, everything is good. No, like, there's been a war. The descriptions are so crazy. You can see the destruction, you can see the pain. um uh, S.A. Chakraborty really does a great job with getting you, like, what is the word, like, grouping you and putting you in that setting and just describing everything and feeling like you're truly there, like seeing the mythology. And it's just bloody brilliant. That's all I have to say. It's just bloody brilliant. Like, the books all have like the same, they have a setup, and then like the last like couple of hundred pages are like the bomb, like the ending, the, like, where everything happens. But the setup is so good because it builds on all the on the world and the characters, that you just can't wait to see what actually happens in the end. And just, yeah, I'm selling this really bad, but I just absolutely enjoyed the trilogy. I reread the first two books, and I absolutely enjoyed that. And just, um, I'm so happy I actually managed to do that. So yeah. As you saw from the clip, then I started reading A New Dawn by AJ Penn, which is like my tribe book, and I didn't get very far, as you can see, because because I thought this would follow the end of the series, and I'm really a huge fan. I've rewatched it maybe like 5 to 10 times already. I basically know it by heart. I have shippings that are in my heart forever, and that just, you can destroy them, and they did. And they did some things in the very beginning that I completely do not agree with, and I just needed to stop reading this because I was just getting frustrated. So instead, picture here, I continued and finished Radiance by Grace Draven. You're gonna see on the picture the name of the author. I think it is Grace Draven. Anyways, so this was such a a refreshing read. So this is a fantasy romance, and we have Ildiko and Brishan. Ildiko is, from what I gathered, she is a human woman. She's human. She is from the Gauri tribe, let's say, and Brishan is from the Kai tribe. And the Kais are actually, well, basically monsters in the world. They have gray skin, claws. They have sharp teeth. They can. They're night creatures, so don't have eyes like us, but they're black with yellow stripes. So and they're both like the spares in their royal families, so they get hitched to form this peace between the tribes, because a third tribe, which is also human, I think, is attacking. Well, they are trying to attack the Gauri, and Kai's kingdom is basically in between their two territories. So something with a B, I can't remember. So this third tribe is kind of trying to go to Gauri, and Gauri are trying to save their territory by making a political alliance with the Kai. And we're following Ildiko and Brishan as they basically fall in love with each other. They're very open with each other from the start. They decide to base their relationship on honesty, and they truly do trust each other, and are very honest with each other with how they're feeling, what they think is right, what is wrong. They tease each other a lot. Like one of the first scene, like in the beginning of the book, is so like it was one of the best conversations I've read between characters, in the sense that they were really snippy at each other but fun, and you could just feel that they liked each other while talking, and that continues on through the book, and both of them show to each other strengths that the other didn't think they had, which kind of makes them fall in love with them more. And what the funniest thing is that they actually see each other as really, really ugly, because they really like trade insults basically about their appearance, but they know it's in in good faith, in the sense that they don't get mad at each other because they know the feeling is mutual. And as they actually get to know each other, they start losing this notion of them being ugly, which is just brilliant. And this is basically in the forefront of the entire book, but there is a subplot regarding this tribal animosity, and just trying to keep good relations with your neighbors. And we have another little subplot, which I think, since there's I think a second book, and it's gonna be more important in the second book, is that Brishan's mom, is the queen, is just really a really bad person, and Brishan actually hates her. And but we don't actually just get a lot of that. There's just little snippets of this subplot, but the relationship is what's most important here, and it was so mature and adult, and just two adult people who understand each other and trust each other, and it was just such a brilliant thing to read. And I will definitely be reading more from this author, because I really want to see what happens next in this book, and then I want to try something else by her. And that's it for now. So I don't know what I'm gonna start next, but I will update you when I have something more to add. So I am 100 pages into Ninth House by Lee Bardugo. And for now I can tell you that this is the story of Galaxy Alex Stern, who is the sole survivor of a really horrific accident that still haunts her, and she has been recruited to go to Yale, but under a secret society that works there. There are a couple of secret societies that work together, and she belongs to a house that is actually in charge of supervising them and making sure that they perform the procedures correctly. And these societies delve in magic and different and ghosts and different weird stuff. That is also one thing that she can do, and that is she can see ghosts, and which is why she was recruited in the first place, because that's a very important part of the societies. They want to kind of find out what happens behind the veil. So far, it's interesting. It's a bit confusing because it kind of immediately starts talking about the societies, and you just don't know at first what the heck is going on. So it takes a while, to kind of grasp all of it. But by I think it's page 95, I think I'm getting a whole like the picture for now. And we have two perspectives. We have Alex's perspective and the perspective of her mentor, Darlington, in this society, Lethe house, where she belongs, and it's a bit also, it's a bit not dodgy. Oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? It's maybe it will be difficult for some to kind of um um see gather what's happening, because we kind of jump from time to time. First we're in the spring, like after everything happened, and then we go back to like winter and then last fall, and we're just kind of jumping all over the place, so it's not linear. So that might be a problem to some. For now I am interested because now there was a murder and something was wrong with it, and nobody kind of sees that it was wrong except for Alex. So yeah, I'll see what happens next. So here I am again, and I finished this, and wow. I don't even know what to think. There were two really gruesome rape scenes, and it needs to be said, so everybody is warned who want to read this and might be triggered by it. But oh my god, I don't even know. I have zero coherent thoughts on this book. For me it was really engaging. There were a couple of mysteries being resolved. I mean, not actively, just there were mysteries which ended up being resolved by way of resolving like the main mystery. Hey Snoopy. See. Hello Snoopy. What are we doing? Anyways, I don't know. It had interesting characters. It had flawed characters. The paranormal stuff was really interesting. I was also listening it on audio, and there was an interview with Lee Bardugo in the end, and it turns out, which I didn't know, is that like almost everything that is the setting is true, and even the societies are actually like they exist in Yale. And for somebody who isn't, like from America and doesn't really know a lot about that, that was so interesting to find out in the end that like the societies are actually there, and that the author actually blurred fantasy and reality so well, and kind of mashed it together. And just, I don't know, I found it really intriguing. There's like a murder mystery. The main character Alex is very morally gray and but a badass. She's also one thing I forgot to mention, she is Latina. And I I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just finished the book and I was just like, wow, I need the sequel right now. And that's basically it. I'm just like, I'm so satisfied after reading this book. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It was just like, when I finished it was just like, yeah, this is it. This is how I should feel after a book. Like, I don't know, everything was kind of, resolved. You understood like why the motivations of the characters. You got a lot of like history and this paranormal, not mythology, but like like world building. And yet in the end you're still kind of left wondering and wanting more, because the end was really good. And I don't know, I feel really satisfied after reading this. And yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna finish off my vlog here because we have just like one day left of our vacation. I will be starting a new book, but I think I'll just mention it in the wrap up because there's no point in prolonging this. I'm sure this has already been too long. But if you've stayed to the end, thank you so very much. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Have you read any of these books? Are you intending to read them? Did you like them? Did you not like them? You know, just chat to me down below. There are very important links down below about, you know, world issues that are current. And I will also be linking Maya's vacation vlog. She read 9 books in 2 weeks, and that is just amazing. So please go check her video out too. And that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in our next video. Bye!